Yeah. Oh
Hell yeah.
yeah. You know how to throw that underpass up in there. Hey,
Of course.
little
Thank you. Thank you
yeah,
very
yeah. I
much.
had to show Therese Chen from Silver Harvest, son. Had to show
Yes.
her in action for everybody
Uh-huh.
watching.
Uh-huh.
Welcome back, Therese. How have you
Thank
been?
you. It's been really, really good. It's always, good to be back with the badasses and talking about, badass women martial artists and in particularly the female martial artists. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's been good. So I'm always up to something. And as it so happens, I'm actually working on a video documentary piece called Warrior Rest. So
Oh,
So
all right.
we've been interviewing some really cool female martial artists on our end in Australia. We're heading to Melbourne, traveling
Okay.
interstate in the next couple of days. So it's been good. But yeah, I've been enjoying the vibe, which is the action genre, which I feel has been going through a really cool renaissance,
Yes.
especially with John Wick 4 and Grey Man, and they finished shooting the Fall Guy here, Ryan Gosling here, so through the same team. So it's like I feel like
Nice.
there's really good energy.
All
But I'm really
right.
glad to be here.
All I gotta say,
Yeah,
it's about goddamn time.
I know,
You know
right?
what I'm saying? Action
I know.
cinema and
I
martial
know.
arts cinema get some respect.
Yes,
God damn it.
respect.
Put some
Put some
respect on the
respect on
name.
that name.
Put some
Yes,
spect on
exactly.
it. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some badasses here. We got Bob Odin's son in the house. We got Cy in the house. Brian Sanchez. What's going on, everybody? Nigel in the house. Yeah. There we go. And the
Yeah.
Bobbinator. There you go.
Hey, Bobby. He's a good friend of mine.
Nice. Shout out to the Bobbinator. I love that
Yeah.
name right there. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. But yeah, it's been a minute since you've been here in the movie
It's definitely
dojo.
been a while. So the last
Um,
time,
was it
yeah,
Samurai
we,
Princess? I forgot the name of the movie
I think it
already.
was it was either I think it was Yakuza
Yes,
Princess. I
yes,
think it was.
Yakuza. I got the princess right. Yes, Yakuza Princess. There you go. And
Yeah,
we had fun. That was a fun
we
genre
did.
flick.
We did.
Yeah, we
We
had fun
did.
with
We
that
did.
for
We
sure.
did. We did. So
I
that
know I've
was
been
a
wanting to do a
fun.
lot more with you,
Yeah.
but you're crazy busy and I'm all over the place. So,
Hmm.
but we making it happen today. God
Yes.
damn it.
Yes, we are.
That's right.
And
And we got two big ones, Kill Boksoon and Furies. Yes. So
yes.
let's not waste any more time. Therese, go ahead. Let's jump on into it. Therese,
Yes.
for those who have this is spoilers. This is spoilers, guys. Give you
Hmm.
guys a heads up. Spoiler talk.
Discretion is advised. Yes.
Yes. Therese, the plot synopsis, please, for Kill Boksoon.
Kill Boksoon 2023. A single mother who is a renowned high killer finds it difficult to achieve a balance between her personal and work life. That's it.
That's it. That's all you that's cool.
That's pretty much that's all you need to know going into this.
Are we gonna attempt the names and the director or we're good?
I show. Okay, let me try. Apologies to both my South Korean and Vietnamese friends. Feel free to correct me for any name mispronunciations. But director is Sung-hyun, and I
Okay.
think it's a Netflix exclusive. Both of these, I think, are Netflix exclusive. So you
I
know what?
think so. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. That's why I'm having to do the names, so I don't get the flack this time. Usually Samurai Guy gets the flack. But yeah, Kill Boksoon, man. Now from what I can tell, the lead in this, she's not known to be martial artist action star,
No,
right?
no. She's had a career from around 20 years, but this is probably one of her first um, roles that she actually put some really heavy action, and she trained like for 4 months. So interesting
Ooh,
backstory. So yeah, so she put in her hard yards, and it's funny because she said after this, I think I'm done. So I don't know if we'll see her. Yeah, so she kind of understood that it's a very rigorous role. But I think
well,
whoever was involved in the fight choreography and the training did a really good job, and
yes, yes.
you couldn't tell that she was not an untrained martial artist at all.
Yeah, yeah. I
So
see. That's why I got Therese here. Because what I love about her is that she's not biased. She will tell it like it is. If she sees something, she's like, all right, that looks like some bullshit, Samurai Guy.
uh-huh.
I don't know about that. She's very
Yeah,
honest.
I
She's
pull no
very
punches.
honest.
I pull no punches
Yes,
in
yes.
that in
That's
that
why I got her
regard.
here. But yeah, I thought she did a pretty good job. But that's it, one and done, huh? She's just like, that's
Mhm.
it. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
so it's a little similar to Sammo Hung's lady, Joyce Cadenzi, huh?
maybe I
She didn't
think
really
so.
do a lot. She was like,
No,
okay,
yes,
yeah,
she's
yeah.
yeah. This lady's much more known for her dramatic roles, and she has good range. But maybe because she's just off just finished doing this, she might not be in the right mindset, because I can imagine how exhausted she might be.
Oh,
But you never know what you know.
yeah. You never know. She may get the itch again, right? Going to shoot some guns, do some kicks. And stuff. You got Nigel here saying, yeah, he had to put this movie way down on his Netflix list so he could get everything else out of the way, so he has no distraction when he watches
Yes.
the movie. Yeah, that's good.
Mhm.
That's very smart. That's
Mhm.
very smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also have so I don't know if
go
it's
ahead.
the right. I have to also give a shout out to Do-yeon, who basically plays her intern.
Dude, okay, I'm jumping the gun here, but
I know.
the MVP of this movie for me, my favorite character is the intern. Shout out to the intern character.
Yeah.
Oh man, and it sucks
MVP.
what happens later, but we'll get into it now.
Yeah.
But she's amazing. You know, I want to see her in more stuff in the
Yes.
future
So
for sure.
if she wasn't trained, then she did a really good job. So I was impressed.
I was convinced.
I was
Yeah,
too.
the intern is great. Yeah. So don't forget, we're going right into spoilers, guys. So just letting you guys know.
So
go watch the movie and come back later if you want.
So come back to Furies, Bobby. He hasn't seen the movie yet, so I'll let you know. It's okay.
Okay.
All right,
yeah,
we're done.
We'll let you know.
Now.
No more spoiler warning. That's it.
No more spoiler warnings. You have been warned thoroughly.
Oh my goodness! I love the beginning. The beginning.
I did love that. I did love that. I was getting Tekken vibes. Because
yes, yeah, great opening. Really set the vibe and the tone of the movie. A little bit of comedic moments too, but you know, she's a hit woman, our lead here, and she's taking this dude out, and he's all about you know, Yakuza, the samurai spirit. He was talking about the swords history
and the honor, and it's like, well, at least you got a little bit of your speech in there before
it was great though when she was
hilarious.
She pulled out a little axe. She was like, I got this at Walmart for like $9 or something like that. It was hilarious. It was pretty funny.
And it's a really cool setup to the cerebralness.
Yeah.
Because what I did like is it's got a very, let's see, Sherlock vibes, because it's like they do a lot of foresight to the moves, and you don't see it happening, but it's like you can see that she's predicting the moves in her head before they even execute, which I thought is really, really, really cool. We get more on that till later, but
but they do a little something different in this one, which we'll get to it. We'll get to that. Well, actually, we could talk about it now. In this one, actually, I really love the actor who's here in this fight. This guy's great. Everything I see this guy. Excuse me. Everything I see this actor in, he's like really good.
Yeah. So he's actually Korean,
right? Yeah.
But he actually spoke pretty decent Japanese. If I do say so myself. Myself in this one.
Deliver Us from Evil. I think that was an action thriller he was in. He's been in a lot of stuff, that actor, but he's really good. He's really good. But yeah, the perfect comparison to the Sherlock Holmes movies, where they're kind of playing out in their head the next move to make, and they're seeing it play out in their head. If they move this way, this guy might do this, and I'm gonna have to counter this way. But what I thought was interesting in this movie was it was almost like the reverse, where they're seeing the deaths. They're seeing everything going wrong, which is like hilarious, but really interesting at the same time, because you don't really see
on that note, if you check out the Russian movie called Major Grom, because
I've been wanting to watch. It's a superhero flick, right?
Yes.
I've been
check that out, because the fight sequences are there too, and they have a very interesting way of plotting that out.
That's it.
As well.
Stay tuned for a future review with me and Therese. We're gonna review that movie. But yeah, I've been wanting to see that forever. But yeah, he whips out the sword, and then she's like, nope, not.
I ain't got time. No time for this. Bye.
Yeah, I got places to go. I got groceries to buy. It was I was rolling, man. I was rolling, especially right after he got done with his big samurai speech. It was so good.
It's like, oh no, it's like, oh well.
I want you to be I want you to be honest. You're always honest. That's why you're here. Therese, were you okay with the daughter, or were you annoyed a little bit here and there throughout the movie with the character?
I think at first I was, but then when you see what she was going through,
Okay.
I think I was a little bit more empathetic because I don't know when I'm allowed to say it now because she goes through like you if you didn't know any better, she'd be like a pretty much of annoying brat who's just like, why'd you get into a fight? And if she's not saying anything, you're not supposed to know. But then you actually see. So
Right.
I think she did the actress did a good job, and I found worse, more annoying kids in movies than
Yes.
than
Yes.
than than her. And
Yes.
shout out to the movie writers for not going there. And what do I mean by this is it is so easy for daughters or children of assassins to be the easy target or like spies, and that's usually the first go to.
Right. Right. Right.
Spoiler alert, or not really. They actually kind of avoid that
Yeah.
pretty much,
Yeah.
which I
Yeah.
was actually impressed. And now, kudos to the mom for being able to keep her double life a secret for so long.
Yeah.
Because I don't know,
Yeah.
I would have no clue
Yeah.
how to do that.
Yeah.
But
But yeah,
yeah,
I agree. I agree with you with her. At first, I was like, Jesus Christ, because the whole movie, this is all the character was either crying
yeah,
or angry,
angry,
crying or angry or
angry, like the
bored.
moody teen, like
I was
if the
like,
quintessential moody emo teenager.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
just I know, right?
But yeah, it gets she's going through her own problems.
Yeah.
The love life isn't going well with her
Mm,
girlfriend. She gets betrayed. All kinds of stuff
yeah,
happens at the same time.
yeah,
But yeah, the mother's been part of a syndicate for a really long time now,
mm,
ever since she
yes,
was a young girl.
yeah,
And both of these movies have kind of similar of like horrible upbringing
yeah,
experiences.
yeah. It's all about the trauma upbringing, I guess.
Yeah.
But I suppose this sort of line of work isn't for the most adjusted people. I
Right.
suppose,
Right.
I suppose, I suppose not. So probably
Right.
just
It's
go to
true.
keeping. But yeah. So in
But
this movie, it's called the MK. Actually, it's a lot more organized. Like I'm surprised that they actually have the rules and people actually follow it for
that's
as long as they
true.
have.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
So they call it shows. The
Yeah.
assassinations are called shows, and it's
Yeah.
like, okay,
That
and
was
it's like
interesting. Yeah.
yeah.
But you also could argue that maybe the mother shouldn't be having kids because she's an assassin.
No,
You can
no,
also
it's not.
argue
I
that
would say that
too.
that's a very bad
Yeah,
idea.
it's like,
In
eh,
every movie, like just look at Kill Bill. It's like it doesn't.
yeah.
You very rarely ends in
Well,
your favor.
yeah,
Keep
yeah,
them
for
hidden
sure.
away, or you know
Yeah,
whatever. But I mean, I was actually predicting there would be a reveal of the father. To be honest, I thought that that would be important. I had a thought.
yes. I actually thought he was the dad.
I did. I had some thoughts actually. I did, but they no.
What was the name
Suppose.
of the main character?
Oh, I let's
If not, it's
see.
okay if we can't find it right now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sorry. I don't.
that would have made a little bit more sense. But we'll get to my little
Mm,
nitpicks in the finale. We'll get to my
yeah.
nitpicks. But
Yeah.
she's a badass. She's a legend. She's been
Legend.
around for forever. And there's
Yes.
always this joke back and forth. Oh, she's past her prime.
Mm.
Like she's not as good as she used to be. This is one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
Yes, I was played. It's like they had me in the first half. Not gonna lie, because I seriously thought it was just jumping into like a story, and then it
Yeah.
was it's a cut, and then it's a set, and I'm like, God damn, I was played.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah,
But it was
she's
really
doing
well
a little
done. So
tour. She's doing a little
yeah,
tour of the
well,
Syndicate facility, and they have this little
yeah. So
training
it's the
area.
trainings,
And that's where she runs into our favorite character, the intern
the
here.
internet. There she is.
And she's supposed to be the new her. Like
Yep.
she's like that badass. She's like the
Mm.
new her. And
Yeah.
the people are talking shit. Our main villain, well, or the head of the syndicate, at least in this area here.
Yeah.
Is that really his sister?
I heard them at the very end of spoiler. God damn, did I not see that coming? I thought that's creepy. I don't know what it is about Koreans and Korean dramas.
Yeah,
They love having this time and time again. I see this pseudo incest plotline come up with some, at least on her end. I mean,
right.
spoiler alert, but he kind of when she tries to kiss him, he
Yeah.
pushes her away.
Okay.
At the
So
very,
all right. Okay.
so
So they
they are
are
brother, and
siblings.
apparently so. And I'm like,
Okay.
what?
Okay.
But apparently,
Because I was just kind of like, how we have Shaolin brothers and martial arts brothers
yeah,
and sisters. I was like, is this an
yeah.
assassin sister?
Is it? Well, I
Oh,
mean,
they're
maybe,
really
but
sister
no.
and
If it's
brother.
blood,
Okay.
okay, let's go with that. I was like,
Oh
if he
boy.
wasn't, I was hoping for the showdown between those two ladies. I
Yeah.
was really hoping.
Yeah.
And
At least
spoiler alert, we had some, but
see them go at it, when we
yeah,
get
but
to
I'm
that.
guessing she's not that sort of actress. But
No.
regardless, she's a badass in just her ruthlessness. So
Being
if a snake was a person,
yeah. Yeah.
it
Oh
would
yeah. I mean, look at this
definitely.
face.
I know,
Look at this face right here, man.
I know.
She's all about the eval.
She's all
And just
about the
nothing
evil.
nothing but jealousy for our lead, though. She's just
Yes,
like the whole
yeah,
entire movie, she's like,
yeah.
"What's so
She's like,
special about you? What's so
yeah.
special about you?" Like the whole movie. But let's talk about this little action sequence here. Go ahead.
Yes. So basically, it's just her training. So there's two. There's one. Okay. So this is like it's really cool because you see this really action sequence, and in this one, there's no cuts. So it's just one wide angle shot, and you see them do their stuff. And
Hmm.
again, I have to give props to um the intern, and I think it's here. If I'm gonna be the most real, where I would say is where you get to see because it's a wide, you get to see the limitations of the main actress
Mm.
a little bit because
Yeah.
for me I can see that she's slightly slow. She's not as fast,
Right.
and
Right.
they had for the sake of the narrative, she has to win. But
Right. Right.
I mean, in all other circumstances, probably not. But all
Right.
that aside, you can actually see what they were doing, and
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, the
And
fight
her
choreography
with the
was really good.
yeah,
I love the
yeah,
the scene where the intern throws the knife past the lead,
and she catches
and she runs
yes,
on the other side, catches it,
yeah,
and
and
tries to
catches
get
it
in.
on the toe. Yeah,
I think she cuts her. It's a wooden knife.
it's a
I
wooden
think
knife,
she
so she would
tags
have
her.
such. Yeah, she does.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then she has the marker,
Oh,
and then she
com-
slices, which is that.
completely humiliates
Yeah,
her even worse
yeah,
after that. She's like, "Oh
yes.
well, you got one hit. I'll give you that, but let's end it here."
Mm.
Yeah, great scene.
Yeah.
Great scene. Great scene.
Yes. So it's like yeah,
That was
and it's
great.
like
She still got it.
she still got it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
very much the Maverick, Top Gun Maverick,
Yeah.
Tom
Yeah.
Cruise. So she ain't out of the woods just yet,
No, not
but she's
yet.
still right. She's still very much in the game.
Yeah.
It's her message to everyone
Mm-hmm.
else.
The majority of the film throughout the story is, again, like you mentioned earlier, dealing
Yeah,
with the daughter,
the drama.
and she's still trying to, be a mother, make sure she's going to the
Yes.
correct school,
Yeah.
but still having to do her, was it shows?
Sure.
Still have to
Yeah. So
play
this
her
movie is
shows.
very yeah. So it's
Yeah,
very judicious in the fight sequences.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's very thoughtfully posted out in comparison to Furies, which is another
yeah.
story. But I'll get back to. But
Wait,
yeah,
she's 50?
really.
Oh
Let
my
me.
god! Wow.
I mean,
If she's
wow,
really 50, that's impressive.
that is very impressive.
I'm sure for anything insane or crazy, they probably, just to be on the safe side, they'd probably have a stunt double for her.
Wow,
You
she
don't want to
is.
injure the lead, and then there's no more
Dear,
fight scenes.
dear God. Yeah, she was born in 1973. That's if she's they're really revealing her true age because some
Mm,
actresses don't do that.
right,
But 1970,
right. Still, she can move her.
pretty
Especially
impressive.
doing her first big like action movie.
Yeah, yeah,
But throughout this, we have another great action sequence here. So at this point, um, you know, the lead's character is kind of just doing what she wants, and unfortunately, she kind of brings a lot of her troubles onto herself. It's kind of her fault.
mm,
And throughout the parts of the movie,
yeah.
it's like, maybe you shouldn't have did that.
No.
She's very arrogant. She's just like, I fuck you, I do what I want.
Hmm.
And of course, if the things don't go as planned for the syndicate, well, there's gonna be some trouble.
You you mess with the syndicate, you get sick.
Yeah, yeah. And the sister puts a hit out basically
Yeah. Mm.
on. Whoop! I didn't mean to click on that one on our lead here. And this
Yeah.
this action sequence was a lot
Yeah.
of fun because
It
she's
was imagine it was a lot of fun to watch. And I
yeah,
was there was a part of me that was hoping that she would, stick around with the band of posses because you see them having drinks and
yeah.
right
She
before.
has
But uh
other fellow friend
as
assassins that they go out
assassins,
drinking and
yeah.
they have fun and
Yeah,
all that.
fun.
They're
But
below her rank.
yes.
They're not her status, but
But
they have a good
as
time.
soon as the opportunity comes for them to take their rank, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
let's go.
That's it.
or that's gone too.
Yeah.
But my favorite shot is I don't know how to describe it, but there's a yes,
The spinning,
it's a British shot
revolving
with her,
door kind
yeah,
of camera angle
cause
going
yeah,
around.
cause the intern, for better for worse,
Yeah.
decides to help her out.
Yeah. Yeah. She
He
gets
had good
in there.
intentions, little intern.
Yeah. 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 That reminded me of Bad Boys 2. You remember that in Bad
uh,
Boys 2?
I actually haven't seen that one in a while, so I'll need to
So
watch
there's
that
like,
again.
you have the two rooms and you have the one
Mm.
wall and the camera spins around
Wow,
while you can see the
nice.
action happening on
Mm.
both sides.
Both
So it
sides.
kind of reminded me of that a little bit,
Nice.
but of
Yeah, I
course a
can see
lot
why.
more impressive. So
Mm.
but yeah, this was a lot of fun. And oh my god,
Yeah.
the cook kept getting stabbed. Oh my
It's like,
god.
no, you might as well just quit at the first one, my guy.
Oh
But
my
no,
god.
I was like, no.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious, you guys. You guys got to
Mm,
check out this fight. It's badass, and
hmm
there's a lot of
It's my
hilarious
favorite.
moments in there.
Yeah.
I think another besides the cook constantly getting stabbed. I think my other favorite part of the fight is when things really kick off and gets
Mm.
chaotic. You have that
Yeah.
one slow motion shot of her face, and she's smiling. She's like
I,
happy,
s- yeah.
and then she grabs, I think, a falling debris like a wood spike. She
Yeah. And then
grabs the
just
wood and just
starts
starts
to
stabbing people, and she
stabbing
stabs
people. Yeah.
her boy toy,
Yeah.
who
There's,
got
on the,
promoted out of
yeah,
nowhere.
I saw, and on that note, there's something about this and the other movie where at first I thought, oh, there's lingering looks. Maybe there's like a really nice little subplot. Then next minute they're in bed. I'm like, wow, there's no chill with these people. But okay.
No,
No,
they have
no,
needs.
no.
Assassins have needs.
Yep, they
Um,
don't know when the next day is gonna be last, so let's get it on before it
yeah,
all goes, I guess.
but
So it's like, okay,
yeah, that's it.
okay. Well,
Time to
he had good intentions, that little toy boy, because he
yeah,
was basically trying to clean up her mess, I suppose, effectively.
kind of,
Kind of.
yeah,
And then,
yeah.
well, it didn't end well.
It didn't end, and no, it did
It
not
didn't
end
end well.
well. But while all this carnage is going on, and now there's a hit out for her and all that, I think a lot of people kind of overlook this action sequence here with the head of the
Yes.
syndicate, and
Yeah.
he's in the bar doing his, attending his show
Mm-hmm.
to take out who he needs to take out. And this was great,
Yeah.
man. Great
And
camera angles,
yeah.
badass, people getting cut up, sliced and diced, shot. There's a lot of great
Mm.
stuff here.
Yeah. There's a
From
notable, really nice, slow tracking in shot. You
yeah,
get to see things happen. Keep a
yeah,
note of that shot, guys, when you watch it. And yes. So he's really good at the gun fu,
yeah.
among
That's
other
his little
things.
specialty. Yeah.
That's his specialty.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's
But throughout all this carnage, there's still this. He's the boss. He's supposed to be in charge. He's supposed to be keeping people in check. But for some reason, he's just kind of giving her a pass all the time. And of course, this is
yeah.
pissing off the sister because she's like, "What the hell is so special about
Yeah.
the
Kill
lead?
Boksoon.
Like, what is going
Yeah.
on?" And now it's starting to backfire because our lead refused an actual show. She refused a
Yeah.
hit because she failed and got her and the intern in trouble. And they were supposed to kill this
Yeah.
kid, and she changes her mind. And now the syndicate are like kind of looking at the lead, the head here, like, "Hey,
Mhm.
man, like, what's going on? What's going on with your people?" Of course, the guy below him started talking shit.
Ocean.
Yeah,
The Sarge.
yeah, he
He
started
said,
talking too much shit, and he didn't
yeah.
work out for him.
Now, pretty much is a reminiscent of the Kill Bill scene with Oren.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. What was it? If anyone else has anything else to say, now's
Now
the
is the
fucking
fucking time.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it didn't go work. It didn't go well for him at all.
No, it didn't. And he was using the butt of the knife too. So he was making it
Yeah.
very slow and painful
Mm-hmm.
to be
I love
sure.
how slowly people in the back
Yeah.
were like getting out. They were like, "All right,
Yeah,
we
it's
gotta
like,
go."
no, we got no time. We're nothing out. I was like, smart move, guys. Smart move.
Oh man! But when our lead meets up with the sister and finds out that our main guy here, the head of the syndicate, had to, in a way, still try to protect her. He took out the intern, which sucked because that was
Yeah.
that was my favorite character in the movie.
R.I.P. little intern. Yeah.
I know, man. That it did not go well for
I was
her.
like, no. It's like,
Yeah.
R.I.P.
But what was explain this for people who are not sure what they're seeing here.
So yeah, it's basically, I think, in that world is that if you send someone a bloody bloody knife or the best, equivalent. You're challenging them to a final duel.
That's right.
We fight at sunset. That's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
symbolism of
Hmm.
of that of that.
And
So
now this is not a bloody knife, but
but
the
it's a
lead will
pen
he'll get the point
point.
because this blood that's on this pen is the sisters.
Sisters,
Uh,
yes, off
the
screen, and very
mhm.
glamorous death, which
Yeah,
you know.
the lead was
So
like, "Fuck this bitch, I'm taking
yeah,
her out,"
yeah, let's go.
which
Final
leads
fight
us,
all in the hotel.
yeah,
Mm,
which leads us to the finale throwdown here,
yes,
and
and I love the set design, and yeah, I mean, spoiler alert. And maybe we might review this. Actually, reminded me a little bit of Your Name, the
which I
Korean.
still haven't seen yet. I'm
You need
fired.
to.
I'm fired. Wait, it's not too late to review it in the future with me. It's not too late because I still haven't watched
Please,
it.
you.
Okay,
It's yeah.
I'm
I won't
fired.
spoil it too much then, but
Okay,
but
okay,
yeah, but just a set piece because it's like high class. It almost reminds me of a hotel, and maybe because I've been watching John Wick, I'm not
yeah,
quite sure what it is. It's a high class office. It's a high
yeah.
class building. Let's just go with that.
The
And they have a
Continental.
the Continental, the
Yeah,
South Korean version of the Continental, and they have a really interesting conversation. And then the fight shit begins,
yeah,
and it's a
yeah.
very interesting fight scene at that.
Yes, and we're going back to our them doing their interesting version of Sherlock Holmes where they're seeing
Yes,
well, it's mostly just her because this
yeah.
dude is so badass. He is the
He's
final
very
boss.
he is a big bad boss. He is a big
and
bad boss in
and
this
she's
instance.
trying to think of ways and moves where she could take him out. And it gets
Mm,
so and this is like one of the coolest. I love the music during the scene. I love the way
yes.
this is filmed. But this right here is one of the coolest
Yeah.
visual sequences where it's like hundreds of she's just visualizing
Versions.
hundreds of different ways
Version.
of trying to kill him, and he's just overcoming her on
It's
every
like he's
turn.
very OP. It's like,
Yeah,
ah man. And
yeah,
it's interesting because it connects to the thread is that you need to find their weakness,
right.
basically, or basically effectively create the weakness. And she figures it out
Yes.
in the end, which is how she wins.
Yeah. She
So
says your weakness is me,
yeah.
basically. And but I was just kind of like, wait, what is
What does
this?
that mean? What is I
Because
know. So
she was like, when did this start? I'm like,
yeah.
what do you mean? When did this start? You've been
No,
with this guy since you were young,
young,
and
yeah.
you never noticed that this guy had a crush on you like the whole
Yeah.
time for all these years.
Yeah. And yeah,
Go
for
ahead.
all yeah, and it's interesting because they do have flashback sequence, and as traumatic as that flashback sequence is, and you see right at the very beginning because you see a younger Boksoon smoking, and
Yeah,
he's her dad is punishing her for smoking in the most brutal, brutal way possible, which is basically beating up and forcing her to actually eat the
yeah,
cigarettes at the beginning. So it's very
terrible.
confronting. So it gets to the point where basically he was sent to do the show, which is her dad, and she
Hmm.
comes home early as a kid, and he says, "Well, I have to kill the witnesses," but then she pretty much beats him to the punch and kicks the chair because he was strangling him. Anyway, so it's like, "Yep, now what?" And
Yeah,
it's like, I
yeah,
guess he was kind of impressed, and it's like, "Wow, well, I did not see that coming." Now what?
yeah. She
So
just
just
killed her own
she
dad, and
did
she's like, hey,
dad.
I'm free. You guys hiring?
Yeah,
And then she
the
gives
open
him that
spot.
smile, and then
Yeah,
that he was
I
in
love the music that
love.
plays when that is very hilarious. But I guess
It
it's like
is when the
wow,
slow motion like going at it
yeah,
and the final slash. I forgot how the song went, but
mm,
it was
it's
something
very
all it
vintage.
was a
Yeah,
little like a romantic thing. Your
yeah,
eyes or something like that. It was like
yes. Oh
ridiculous.
wow, it's a crooner. It's a crooner song,
Yeah,
which is
yeah, yeah. It was like a crooner song. But that
yeah.
distracts him because he thinks about the memory and then she gets
Mm-hmm.
him. And
Yes,
and
she and
now what do you think of that finale?
honestly, I if it was me, I would have put some more moves. I would have put some more moves in between for the final kill.
Yeah.
That would have been me. But the build up was cool, and I kind of okay. So and it's one of those things where I don't think too much about the dialogue because if you think about your weakness is me, what does that mean? He doesn't want to kill her. Then like what does it what? How does that work? But you don't have
Yeah.
any time to think because she kills him, and then the movie just moves on.
Yeah.
So
I get it.
yeah,
I get it, but
but
I wanted to
I
throw
wanted a
down.
showdown with the big bad. God damn it!
Yeah, I did want to throw down, so but
I did.
But,
I
you
did.
know, a lot of visual flair,
Yes.
a lot of
So
memorable moments like the fight in the
yes.
bar. I mean, we had
Yeah.
and I love this fight here.
Hmm.
There's definitely you know, there's not like it's not like this movie's like a nonstop action thrill
No,
ride
this is
movie.
not. Yes. So
It's
for
not
anyone that's,
that.
it's you have you. It's very judicious. So luckily, the drama is actually, for those that want, is compelling enough.
Yeah.
But it's not a one. It's not one fight scene after the other.
No.
It's not one of those
But
movies.
when you get one, you know, you get cool
You
shit
get
like
something.
this, like
You
the
get good. You get
yeah,
good.
you get some cool shit
You,
like this.
you get some good. You get some good stuff.
Oh yeah.
And
This was
yeah.
cheesy. The post-credit scene.
Oh
I thought that was a little cringeworthy. I was like,
yeah.
we did not
Nah.
need that. Because the daughter, they had her and the mom had that moment.
Moment.
And that was perfect. They had
Yeah.
that moment at the end where they're finally communicating and opening up to each other. And she
Yeah.
told her mom, I'm good of who I am.
Or,
You know,
or,
that's it.
which
That
is
was
cool.
perfect. But no,
Yeah.
we had to get cheesy
Yeah.
and she had to show up
Yeah.
at the end. I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Maybe they lean to the sequel where her daughter joins the
ah,
assassination crew too.
maybe.
Unless the mom's out of it. We don't know.
Yeah,
But
you
I guess
never
they want to
know.
have a finale to just say, well, what happens to her and the school situation.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I suppose that, it wraps up.
We'll see what
It's
happens.
in there. We see
Yeah.
what happens.
Oh, we'll
But
fast
yeah,
forward. Well, the sequel will be in the future, and she will be an adult, or you know,
yeah,
a young lady, and she'll
mm,
be the new assassin. It'll be her new
yes,
movie,
yeah.
basically.
She's got good
Um,
practice already.
I know, right? Well, don't give her some scissors. You better
No,
watch out now.
or
All
whatever, or
right, but
any
yeah,
other projectile.
I really enjoyed this. So
Yeah,
let's
I
have
did
some
too.
fun now. Let's before we move on to Furies, let's rate this now. So we are doing letters now, Therese.
Oh,
We're doing
okay,
letters.
okay.
We've changed it, and C is average here on the channel, and you can do minuses and pluses. You can do that.
Mm-hmm.
So where do you, we'll do this? We've been doing this on the movie dojo too. We're rating the movie, and then we'll rate the action.
Okay.
We'll do that separate,
Mm.
okay? So what are you rating the movie?
Mm. I rate the movie a B and the action a B plus for what it. If you can separate, if you can just separate, if someone will edit out the fight sequences in its own reel and put
Yeah,
on somewhere,
yeah,
it's really good.
yeah,
I mean, obviously, because of the movie is not an by night by because they wanted to add more drama.
right,
Yeah,
yeah,
the story is solid for me. But if you don't like the drama, okay, if you don't care about the kid in the first 5 to 10 minutes,
yeah,
there's a good chance you may not care about her at all afterwards. But
right.
see how you go. She's not there enough for me to be bad because funnily at first I thought she was the girl from Train to Busan
Oh,
because they look similar, but she's not.
okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, yeah.
No, I think that's perfect. I think I'm right there
Yeah.
with you. I believe the movie was very entertaining. It was
Yeah.
enjoyable. I'll definitely give
Yeah.
the movie itself a B. It's
Mm,
way above average,
yeah.
and the action, of course, gets like a B plus for sure.
Mm,
Yeah, I think
yeah.
that's very well done. And the
Mm,
MVP is still the MVP
mm,
award is still
mm,
the intern.
intern. Yes, very much so.
All right, let's keep it rocking and rolling here. Now we are going to jump into
All
Furies.
right. Let's
Therese,
go, the Furies.
plot synopsis.
Yeah. Plot synopsis. Let's go. Okay. A mysterious woman trains a trio of girls to take revenge on a criminal gang that abuses females. Three lady warriors risk everything to challenge this corrupt empire.
All
Director
right.
Veronica No.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Veronica. Yeah.
Shout out to Veronica. I've been following for a little while. She's very one cool badass ever since Bayrung with Johnny Tree Nguyen. So I'm hoping he's still
There's
doing stuff.
the Rebel, right? It was the
Yes,
Rebel,
and
I believe it.
which is the first one. Yes,
Yeah.
and they did two
Clash?
movies.
Was another
Yes,
one
that's
called?
it. The Rebel and the Clash. That's the one that they
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So if
Yeah.
anyone, for the action scene, she is unfortunately very like passed over quite often in mainstream Hollywood. Like the only thing that she's gotten is Star Wars Rogue for that
Because
once.
they're idiots because
I know,
they
I
don't know
know.
what they're
They
doing.
don't acknowledge their greatness. But at the very least, because she has her own production company,
Yeah.
she's
Perfect.
yeah, she's doing. So
Yeah.
I enjoyed the first movie. Great.
Yes, I did too. Hold on a second,
And then
Mr. Tony of the Dead. Give a
hi
shout out.
Tony.
Good to
It's
see
just
you,
like a
brother.
yeah. It's actually a prequel, and
It's
I
a
got
prequel.
confused. I got confused. I don't know whether I'm jumping the gun because
No, it's
for
spoilers.
the
Go ahead.
longest time, I thought that the main actress Billy was the main character that becomes Veronica,
That's
but
what I
she's
thought
not.
this was.
I thought so, and it makes sense, but she's not.
No. So
She's the main
B,
she is Tanso, the main villainess in the
yeah,
sequel. I'm like, no wonder the storylines didn't line up because
right.
I just distinctly remember um
That's what I
Veronica
thought it
in
was too. But it's
yeah, I
the
thought
character of Tan, right?
yes,
Is who shows up in Fury,
yeah,
which is
yeah,
the sequel,
yeah. So,
because this
but
is the
no,
prequel.
this is a
Yeah.
prequel. So
You
she
know, to be
plays
honest, I'm gonna be honest. This really could have been its own thing.
it,
And I kind of wish this was its own story. Like you
yeah,
literally I
yeah.
mean,
There was some. I
it's
mean,
like a hanging by a
it just
thread.
I know, like it's right there. You have someone who like learned, like has comes from family, went to become a gangster, learned Bobinam. I think
Right.
why not use her for some reason? I don't know. That's a question
Yeah.
for the
Oh,
ages.
it's a different story anyway, because because
It's a very different.
Fury is very similar to Taken, except with better
Yes,
fight scenes. Um,
and better set locations because we're in
yeah,
Vietnam.
yeah. But
But
yeah,
Furies,
I thought that's what this was too,
I
Therese. I
thought
thought,
so, and
oh, we're gonna see a young Veronica and go
yeah,
in this, and oh no, but
no,
Veronica's in this, but she's playing a different character, and
she's
she's
playing a very different
at the
character,
helm.
and I was not prepared. So
No,
I would
was it a good movie? Let's jump into it.
okay.
Did we enjoy
So
it?
I think it I think it is, but because the beginning scenes with me were so explicitly graphic,
Mm,
it was hard for me to get past that.
the hard
I'm
R
not
stuff.
yeah, the hard
Yeah,
yeah. And I usually for me it's not like saying that people can't talk about it, but
yeah, yeah.
there is a borderline where you feel like why did you need to go this far? And it borderlines and it's like
Right.
you only had to suggest that her character was undergone sexual assault, and then you could have just moved on very quickly. But yeah, it
I
was
mean,
difficult for me to watch.
this is not like I spit on your grave level,
Mm,
but it's in terms of graphic
yeah,
sexual assault. But it,
mm,
it is there, and I could totally understand. People being disturbing. I totally get it. I totally understand it. But again, we have another movie where we have our young lead here,
lead who's
just having horrible experiences
very
as a
yes,
young girl.
cool.
But she ends up, her mother is a lady of the night. They're very
Yes,
poor, and somebody comes calling, and
mm,
it goes bad, and she ends up killing him. But
yeah.
unfortunately, the mother loses it as
Is it?
well.
Well,
So
yeah. So
um,
she's left on the streets.
yeah. So yeah,
To
she's basically growing up on the streets, surviving,
mm,
doing what she needs to do to eat, and
yeah.
robbing and stealing. And then one
Mm.
day, we're like what, teenager, late teens now, I
Yeah,
think.
19.
19. Okay.
She has a 19. You see her having a 19th birthday, and I was a bit confused
Right.
because I was so convinced that this was in the 80s, just because of the tracksuit pants and the Olivia Newton-John.
Well,
So
the cassette player.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
but apparently it's the 90s. So I'm like, okay, maybe
Yeah.
things were a little bit slow in Vietnam, I guess.
I guess.
With the
And there was
tracks,
some
I
of the
don't know.
music style
Yeah,
was very 80s-esque at some point.
yeah,
Even
but
70s exploitation.
yeah.
You get a
So
little bit of Waka Chicka
mm,
Waka Chicka in there.
yeah, so it's very
Um,
retro.
yeah, it's kind of that retro inspired
Mm,
for sure.
yeah,
But cinematography is great. A lot of eye candy, a lot of
mm,
neon light,
lots of neons.
blood soaked neon light action.
Yes,
Uh, Kind of reminded me a lot of By Bus in
yeah,
terms of the neon and the action and stuff
mm,
like that. Totally different type of
yeah,
movie though.
yes.
And the action leads in this film uh, are better than the lead in By Bust. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get a little flack for that, but I'm
Well, they
being
did train.
honest.
They trained for a year for the action sequences in
For
this. Apparently,
Furies,
yes,
yeah, I could tell. I could tell.
yeah,
Oh, there we go. He said the retro visuals were good. Yeah, I
yeah,
love the look of the film. Cinematography is
mm,
great,
yeah,
and soundtrack definitely does have its points here and there.
mm,
But as teenage by B,
Muy.
teenage B gets rescued by what was it, Veronica's character again?
Yeah, Jacqueline.
Jacqueline. And kind of brings her and kind of raises her a
Into
little
the fold.
bit into the fold, into the family of two other
Yes.
girls.
Yes, and they earn much more hard ass Charlie's Angels.
Oh
So,
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And and you know what I was getting a little vibe of? Just a little. Because this other movie's a totally different type of film. But I was getting a little bit of a heroic trio vibe. A little bit. Because you have
okay.
the leader, the experienced leader, you have the mysterious one, and then you have the comedic bubbly one.
Yes.
So just a
And
little
based
bit.
on this image, you can pretty much tell. Please,
Oh yeah,
you should be able to tell who the bubbly one is in this movie. It's not that subtle. There's no subtlety in this movie.
No
Subtlety at all.
No subtlety.
But she was a very fun character.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, R.I.P.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Hong, but Veronica, Jacqueline's group here is they hunt the douchebags. They're douchebag hunters.
Yes.
A lot of these, they call them the Big Four. These guys are just the low lives of the lowest of the low. Sex trading, all kinds of crazy, horrible
drug
stuff.
Dealing,
Drug
all that
dealing.
Stuff. The worst of the worst in the gang. So these are not good guys. So I mean,
each one is gorgeous. There you go. Nice. But so they're all being trained killers. Well, she's B is new to the group.
Yeah.
So she's finally opening up. It's really hard for her. I mean, can you blame her? But each girl has their horrible traumatic past as well. They're very similar,
Yeah.
The Four Stooges. Four Stooges. I like that.
Yeah.
But they get sent on these missions, and we have some badassity here.
We do.
Oh yeah. A lot of blood-soaked neon badass action, martial arts, stabbing, gun shooting, all kinds of cool stuff. But when at some point did you? I know how you are, Therese. You're very smart. When I know at some point really early in the movie, you were like, Veronica's the villain, or she's going to be a villain by the end.
I think once they start questioning, there's just at the very beginning when they start questioning her motives. As like, it's they kind of seeded that very early.
Yeah,
that there was more than meets the eye in terms of why she was making them do their job, and
And when she was not involved in the action at all was when I was kind of like, so you're just going to send them to their deaths every day? Like I know it's an important mission. They don't know that she's really doing it for revenge.
Yes.
On our main guy.
So not as noble causes
Mad
as
Dog
she
here
protested. Yes.
Killed her husband and her son, correct? Jacqueline.
That's correct. Yes.
Played by Veronica.
So,
but yeah, you kind of get the vibe early that you're not surprised that
this is
she has some other
and also because and also if you're gonna put Veronica, you can't have her not have a badass final showdown.
Right.
Waste.
What a waste! I almost threw the controller. Therese. I was mad when we have our final finale raid. I know I'm jumping the gun here. And she shows up right here and finally starts fighting. And then she just gets stabbed in the back. And then that was it.
I know. It's very, hang in there, my friends. That is, I know it's so easy to rage quit because otherwise, no.
I was this close.
I know.
I was like, fuck you, movie. She shows up finally and fights and then there's a few moves.
And that's the way that you decide. But when she's a director, no.
Oh my God.
No. Yeah.
Thank God that didn't happen. But I was pissed, man. I was like, what? Oh my goodness. But I did enjoy the character of B because she's still dealing with her traumatic past, and the girls are there because they have their own traumatic past, and they're there. They understand, and they're there trying to help her get through it. I also enjoyed the fact that you had that one conversation where she's like, I don't know if this is good or bad, but I'm kind of enjoying killing these douchebags. She's like, I don't know how I should feel about that, but it's making me feel free killing these assholes. And I was like, that's right. I root for
Yeah.
these type of
Mm.
characters.
It's
But
cathartic.
yeah, so they get really close to getting them our main Mad Dog, the head of the table of
Yes.
this
After a
movie.
really interesting, I mean, it's CGI, but also awesome motorbike sequence. I don't
Oh,
know if you.
I see. You're being sarcastic, right?
Yeah,
I'm not holding back,
I,
Terry.
I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm watching this after John Wick 4.
This is not even as good as John Wick 3
Yeah.
in terms of, I don't know what they were getting. We're going to get to what we're talking about, the motorcycle bike chase. We're going to get to it.
Yes.
But yeah, everything else is great up to that point.
Yeah. And I was like,
But we have
well,
another. They were this close to getting Mad Dog. They posed as call girls
yes.
and
Yep.
waitresses because he has a club, and they got really close. And what did you think of the hallway fight sequence here?
That I was very impressed. And it just, and I guess personally, because we just recently finished a movie called Echo 8. And
I want to see that.
yeah, I would definitely try and get, send you a link. And we had also a fight sequence that was taking place in a karaoke bar, no less. So
Now, is that coming out? The streaming services?
we're trying to log in a
No, it's
distribution.
Maria Tran, correct?
Yes, that's right. So she's the director of the movie. So we also, and I feel like this is a really cool. I mean, because whole white fight sequences, having tried to do it, I mean, having done it, are not easy. Are not easy.
Yeah.
Not only because of fight sequence, just because of logistics of fitting the camera guy in there to make sure everything you can see everything.
Yeah.
So with all that said, these guys did a really cool job where you can actually see what. And props to that guy. I forgot which character he is, but props to them.
Look at that fantastic hairdo. What?
I know, right?
That's
It's a very distinct. Yeah,
the
it's
pineapple hedgehog. Is that what's
yes.
going on here?
Well, that's what he's going to be called now.
Oh my god. But yeah, well, like you said, when you were talking about Underpass, like it's not just the camera setup; it's the limited room for the martial artist stuntmen and performers to move too. So it's tricky,
Yeah.
So it's
So
not
they have
easy.
to run past and everything, especially if it's just once. So they did a really, really good job.
Yeah,
They did.
for
And
sure.
this is where oh my god, where
Poor Hong,
and the guy that she ends up with for night somehow. I don't know if you remember.
Oh, I remember. Well. This guy here, we're talking about the guy on the left here, of Mad Dog.
Yes.
He apparently, I guess he used to be a douchebag, but now he's like trying to turn over a new leaf. So he's kind of working since he met Hong.
Yes,
that's the story. Since he met her, he's like, you know what? I need to stop being a douchebag.
And then
so
turn over.
he's secretly helping Jacqueline, played by Veronica.
Yeah.
By working still close to Mad Dog here, undercover.
Basically, be a mole. Yes.
Be a mole. Yes.
And it works.
But Hong, it does not go well. Cool. Even Tan here comes up.
Yeah, and, it was a struggle, so they were lucky to.
Oh yeah, slice and dice. Mm-hmm. And Hong gets stabbed right in the chest, right in front of her man, and he has to play it cool.
Yeah.
He wants to do something, but he can't. He has to stand there and watch her die. There's nothing he could do. He's too far away anyway.
Yeah.
And then, he kind of walks, when she falls down, he walks up by her and she grabs his leg and she says, what do you remember what she says? She says something like, be a good person. Do some good. I don't know. With great power comes great responsibility. I don't know. But it's something like that. And then she dies. Oh. And then the other girls are like, fuck this. We need to go. We're outnumbered.
And it's like, nah, we got this. Jacqueline's got some explaining to do.
Yeah. But before that, let's get to the big negative in the movie. After this amazing fight with Pineapple Hedgehog here, or his men, I don't know. I think they were really ambitious. I think they felt really ambitious. They were like, you know what? Let's try something different. Let's see how it pans out. Because at first, when it first happens and you see the motorcycle come forward and you see the rest of the entire universe, kind of just go back. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, this is like a stylistic choice for this one shot. No.
No, it's for the whole sequence.
Oh god
Sorry.
damn it. And,
I know.
and as well done and as awesome as it looked in John Wick Chapter 3, I still think the villainess did it better than John Wick Chapter 3, because as much as I love John Wick Chapter 3, all I kind of see is green screen in that shot.
Yeah.
And that, but
Well,
this
you
is
definitely
worse.
see the
This is
if
worse.
yeah,
I mean,
this is
look at this.
yeah.
This is the best shot I could try to get. But they're on there's a motorcycle chase, and you could just totally tell they are not
And they're
moving.
not no.
They're not
They're
moving
just
at all, and the
the
rest of the
screen.
world is just going behind them. And they try to make it exciting. Some of the explosions look really CGI.
Yeah.
It's a little it's distracting.
Mm.
There's parts throughout that chase where you could tell it's real bikes. Like go around a few corners, it's like a real
Yeah.
bikes, and I'm like, oh yeah, all right, woo.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're back
But
to the.
I don't think that they probably had stunt actresses.
Yeah, that's
for all
fine.
the- That's fine.
I don't
but
mind
it's
that.
there was some real, but for the majority, it's just them
Yeah.
still on the bike and
Yeah. Oh,
background.
look at we got the legend here, Asian movie enthusiasts. These are the
Hi.
yes, Eric, for sure, Carter. And if you guys are curious about my review on Carter, please check it out. It's hysterical. It is hysterical, my review of Carter. But anyway, but yeah, this was kind of a we didn't even we technically didn't even really need it.
No, you could
As
just
soon as
had
they
them
drive off,
away.
as soon as they ride off,
Escape, they escape, and that was that's it.
right it back at the place with Jacqueline.
Yes.
Like they really didn't need it, but I get it. They're trying to do something exciting.
Hmm.
Now here's the thing, Therese, would you be fine with this entire sequence if the rest of the entire movie was artificial? Kind of similar to like Sin City. It's a stylistic choice.
If it was a
where the whole
stylistic
world
choice, then it's not. It definitely would not have been so jarring.
There you go. Well said.
I think that's
perfect.
the issue.
Yeah, because it's pretty grounded, and then
in this, and then bam,
baby,
yeah.
what are we doing?
Yeah,
but thank God there's a light at the end of the motherfucking tunnel. Okay, and more badassity is right around the corner. And man, that finale. But before we get to the finale, Therese, tell everybody about when they get back to Jacqueline's place.
So they basically confront Jacqueline because, well, one of them is dead, and they kind of just saying, "What did you send us to? What the hell?" And she kind of just says, well, she kind of just dismisses it. Actually, she says, "This is a job. It happens."
Yeah,
it happens.
She even grabs B.
Yeah,
she's like, "You don't know what I've gone through. I lost a son and a husband."
And she's taking medication for something that we never really figure out. But
yeah.
But either way, it's like, you don't know what I've been through, and then she leaves, and she goes back to to like remorse, and then you see there's a photo. Of people that she's lost. So and then that leads to a conversation between her and what's the other one? Is it Tan?
Yeah.
Conversation of whether or not they should stay or whether they should go, or if you had to choose between me or her, which one? And I'm like, oh god, it's getting real now.
Yeah, but she convinces Tan convinces B, like, look, we have to kill this dude. He's gonna come after us anyway. We might as well take him out, take everybody else out, and in a way get revenge for Hong.
Yes.
Yeah, and so that's convinced that convinced B to go along with it. And man, what a finale we got, huh?
Yes, we did.
Guns a-blazing. Wait, who are those other jobbers that walked in? Who are those other guys? When as soon as they come in, the kind of like the little apartment tea house or whatever that was, they start just shooting up the whole place.
Yeah,
there were like 4 other.
There was
guys.
I got confused because there are some guys shooting other guys, and it's like, where did they? What they're part of their posse as well?
I guess because they stayed with them.
They did, and they were fighting the other guys too. So it's like,
a
little bit of exposition would have been helpful.
It's like, who are these guys? I was so confused. I was like, are these guys just drunk and they're like, fuck it, we're just gonna start stabbing everybody around us? Well, it didn't matter because they all died anyway.
No, that's true.
But gunplay action.
Yeah.
Some really good fight
Yeah.
choreography, great camera angles, a lot of blood.
And
I mean,
I think I
look at
should.
this. Look at this right here. There you go. You're gonna get your
Yeah.
money's worth.
And let me just take the time to give a shout out to. There's a group of guys in Vietnam called Action C. I don't know if you're familiar, but they make some short films, and I think I recognize some of the people that do those shorts. So they do a lot
Nice.
of fight scenes and also wire work. So
Yeah. All
I
right.
think a lot.
Shout out for
Yeah,
sure. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome.
So, but
Right.
those guys over there that were part of the posse, they did not make it. Alas.
Shout out to these badasses that made the
Yes.
action sequence work that are laying on the
Yes.
ground there.
And thank you for keeping it real. They knew their stuff.
No, I could not help myself, Therese, but I was laughing hysterically when Mad Dog got so desperate that he coked up.
I saw that.
He coked up his
Yeah.
his buddy here, who will
Yeah.
do whatever he wants as long as he gets
Yeah.
a fix.
And this is where one of the times where you know it's a movie, because in real life he would have just collapsed and OD'd as like end of movie.
He's like, you can have all the, you can get the fix of your lifetime
Yeah.
if you kill these girls, God damn it.
Yeah.
And I was you got the drunken style and you got
the high.
Yeah, the coke
drunk
style. I don't know. We need to come up with a
new
name.
thing now.
Yeah, we need to come up with a name. But I was just, I don't know why. I don't know if it was supposed to be funny or not. But Samurai Guy got a very dark sense of humor. So he just sticks himself in the neck and he's just like, woo! Oh my God, I was laughing hysterically.
Yeah.
You know what they should have did? They should have made like when she would like hit him, he wouldn't feel anything.
Yeah, because he's so out of
that would have that would have
been interesting.
Yeah, like she's stabbing him and he feels nothing.
Yeah,
because he's so, I think that would have been a kind of a, do something with it instead of
yeah.
But yeah, he doesn't make it. And there you go.
There we go. Thank you, Paris.
Dude was like a zombie at that part. Yeah. He was. I don't know. I was rolling. Another negative, even though I'm loving everything about the finale, another small negative nitpick is this guy's fight with Pineapple Hedgehog guy. That was fucking lame.
I know, it was very short, wasn't it?
It was so
didn't
lame.
last very long.
He's supposed to be getting revenge on this dude. You see this dude throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
He's like the second right-hand man for Mad Dog. And when he tackles them and they start rolling on the ground doing ground and pound and stuff, I'm like, okay, here we go. It's about to go down. He wants revenge for his girl. And I'm like, oh, we're going to get another really great fight here. And it's so lame. What happened, Therese?
You guess it's as good as mine on that one.
It's just, they just run out of time?
Budget.
Like,
time or budget.
Uppercut. Yeah. That's it. I'm like, did he even kill him?
It
was so disappointing. So that was disappointing. But then again, the movie makes up for it because damn, you're generous. The movie makes up for it because Veronica's Jacqueline does not job right here where Samurai Guy wanted to rage quit. And she shows up at the end, baby.
Yes.
And she finally takes out Mad Dog, gets revenge for her son and her husband.
But she is not done.
That's right. She's not done. It's her syndicate now. She's taking over. She's the head of the high table. Yeah. Now, bitches.
Yeah.
All right. And you know who's left? These two.
Yeah. And it's like at this point, it's like, oh, they should have gone. If there was like, let her be in a cray.
Yeah. I mean, technically, she could have just let them go.
She could have, but she did.
She's in final boss mode.
She's in final boss. Yeah. Everyone must die.
She tells Tan to turn and shoot B. And she changes her mind and tries to shoot Jacqueline, and Jacqueline shoots her first. And you think at that point Tan is dead. And then B, it's the throwdown, the final. And I love the camera angles. I love how they make the camera part of the action. It's really good. And finally we get to see the legend that is Veronica.
Veronica.
Throw down and not be wasted.
I know.
Like all the fucking American projects over here.
I swear to God.
Does anybody remember her in the Rise
you
of
see the?
Skywalker? Or was it Last
Did you see
Jedi?
the
It was Last
princess?
Jedi. It was Last Jedi because she was Rose's
Yeah, she was.
sister.
Yeah, the rogue, and then the princess. Oh my God.
She was good in it,
Yeah, she was.
but yeah, just like Jesus, can we do something? But you know what? Hey, if she's got to pull a Donnie Yen, and go back
yes.
to the motherland and make awesome stuff, because that's what Donnie Yen had to do in the early to mid 2000s. He went back and said, "Fuck this, man."
Yeah.
So
And I was like,
you put me
acknowledge
in
me
a
now,
movie.
bitches.
You put me in a movie with a fight scene with Jackie Chan, and then you cut half of the fight, and then you have my character get killed by fireworks. Fuck you. I'm going back to the motherland, and I'm making motherfucking Yet Man. I'm making fucking SPL Killzone, son.
Yeah.
And now you want me back. Oh, now you want me in some John. Oh, you want me in Star Wars. Okay. Rogue One. Oh, you want me in John Wick Chapter 4. How interesting. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. And I hope this raises her stock even more. I want to see her in directing. Well, I want to see her act, of course, and star in other movies. But if she, wants to direct awesome stuff like this, knows how to film the action, she's in action. She's done it all.
Yeah.
So she knows how to film the action. I want to see her do more movies.
I hope so. And I've been following the studio. They're actually, I think, in the midst of doing a Vietnamese superhero movie as well, called Venom, because I've seen videos of them doing auditions and they're training for that. So I haven't seen any updates, but keep your eyes peeled, because I'm feeling that there's some good stuff that's coming. All the good stuff.
Oh yeah, all the best from Vietnam for these talented group of stunt people and action martial artists. But yeah, the finale fight's very well done, and B gets the upper hand, finds the weakness, very similar to Kill Boksoon.
Yes,
finds the weakness, except it's a little bit more satisfying in Furies than in Kill Boksoon is.
Because you can see her fight, and she pretty much she pretty much uses her craziness and wanting to kill to her advantage, so she wastes her bullets.
That's right. Yeah. I like how after she got shot, Jacqueline, she just sits down, gets a cigarette. She's just chilling. Yeah. She's like, well, hey, it is what it is. This is the life I chose. Survival of the fittest. She starts smoking.
I have no regrets.
Great. Yeah, dude, Veronica is amazing. God damn it.
Let me make sure I have good lighting for my final.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because
and my makeup on fleek.
That's right. Hey, they're doing a more John Wick spinoffs. Hey, there you go. Have her show up for sure.
Yes.
But yeah, should we talk about? I guess. Fast forward 15 years later. Now Tan comes out of prison. You thought Tan died, but that was her, right?
Yeah, that's why I got so confused, because for the whole duration of this movie, I thought it was the character that would be Veronica in the beginning, which is why I kind of knew that it wasn't going to be Veronica, because her playing two different characters would be such a mind confusion.
Yeah.
But it's just, I think if they wanted to make her distinct to the villainess, don't have her wearing the same gear and the same hairstyle as Veronica was wearing in the first movie, because that's just a further confusion.
Right. Look at right in the middle of the thumbnail of the wallpaper. That's Veronica right there from Furies.
Veronica. It is her phone.
Yeah. But look, it doesn't really matter. You guys could still enjoy the movie on its own. It doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Could it have been its own thing? Yeah. It should have been its own thing. But let's go ahead and before we rate this movie and action score, did we miss anything else we wanted to talk about?
No, I think that's pretty much it.
Okay,
I think that's pretty much it.
Who is the MVP in this one?
Oh,
you know what? I'm gonna say Tan for me.
Yes.
On the right.
Okay.
I really liked her character. I'm gonna say Tan. Who's your MVP award go to?
I mean, I would agree, Bunny, because she does save her. I'm glad that yes, she's MVP and Veronica's the big bad.
Veronica
That
almost stole it.
it,
She almost got the
yeah,
MVP award at the end of the movie
yes,
there.
yes, she did.
But yeah, Therese, where do you rate movie wise for Furies?
Okay, I rate this. I hover, so B minus or C plus
Okay,
for the plot on its own,
for the movie.
and
Okay, for the
for
plot.
the plot. The
Okay,
action is B plus, A minus if they cut out the CGI minor bike sequence.
yes,
There we
yes.
go.
No horrible bike CGI scene. It could have been an A minus. But yeah, I'm B minus
Yeah,
plot
yeah.
and B plus action for sure. For
Okay.
sure. Yes, for
Yes,
sure.
but do check out Vietnam. There's a movie called 578 Magnum. I don't know if
Hmm.
you've heard of. So
That
there's really
sounds
some
familiar.
it's a Vietnamese action movie. So
Oh,
yeah,
all right.
there's an intro 7 out of 10 from Bobby. Okay, yeah. So it came out last year. I think so. There's really cool stuff coming from Vietnam and Southeast Asia,
You
which
know
is
what?
really
You know what? I'm changing my plot from B minus to B because
okay.
it had Coke Fu in it. For the first time
Fair enough.
ever.
Yes.
Wipe out. But yeah, well, maybe in the future we can talk some Echo 8.
Yes.
Yeah, but
I
we'll
would love
talk
to
more
be.
when we get off live.
Mhm.
We will chit chat. But
Yes.
this was a blast. Awesome having Therese back in the movie dojo, hanging out with
Always
Samurai
glad
Guy.
to be here.
Yeah,
Thank you so
all
much.
you
Check out both
badasses.
those movies. That is,
Oh yeah, for
thank
sure,
you.
for sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
but it was
before
fun.
before you go, anything you want to say to your followers, and what do you got coming up here?
Well, I guess always check out Silver Harvest because we've just finished, and I can't tell too much about it just yet. But we are wrapping up our latest short film, which has been a long time coming
All right,
because of delays. But we are really excited, and it's pretty much the most complex short film that we've done to this date, which is why it has taken so long for the shorts alone. So I'm really excited to get this out because it's something really close to my heart.
nice.
Once we release the trailers, you will see why, and there'll be some really cool content coming your way. Check out Silver Harvest.
That's right. It's
Check out
in
Silver
the
Harvest.
description box below, baby. That's right. The
Uh
link
huh.
to follow Therese Silver Harvard's production son, and I'm looking forward to that new short for sure. For sure. All right, all you badasses, thanks again for watching. Hey, if you enjoyed your time here hanging out with Samurai Guy, talking movies and martial arts, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, baby. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Therese, don't go anywhere, but I'll see you guys on the next one. Keep watching movies, keep being awesome, and you guys take care. Peace out. Coke Fu!